Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another stream. I'm gonna have the Undertale yellow soundtrack in the background here. Hopefully we can avoid Materia's wrath here. So just gonna continue on. It's a bit early to do something like this, but we're gonna go with it anyway. We're gonna continue on to do the rest of Waterfall here, or at least try and get a little bit more done. And then I'll be doing a little bit more later on, so we got a couple of things to be doing. I'm just posting up the stream link, and then away we go. Okay, there we go. Hello to everyone that's in chat. Hope you're enjoying. So yeah, we're doing the marsh, or rather, we've done the marsh. We're working past it into the rooms after it. We'll be using a little bit of the Undertale Minecraft gangs map to be able to create this. I've been doing a couple of little things that help with fixing issues. So it's fun stuff. I've just not got to show off too much because of the very simple thing of, if I show off too much before the update, then it's going to be bad. I need to try and at least be able to see what I'm doing here. But yeah, we did a load of stuff in here the other day, and I found out ways of actually optimizing this a little bit more, which is really nice. Okay, there we go. I've not listened too much to Yellow's soundtrack, so this is going to actually be really nice for me to have on in the background in here. Okay, so I reckon for this, make this cave area kind of like this tall. Because we're going to have it like extend up into the ceiling and then it goes onwards and outwards. I've got to make it fit within the roughly the same area, and then we can go from there. So we got this kind of like mini hub going on. That reminds me, I need to pull up the Minecraft gangs map that they had going on. What was it? Inspiration. There we go. So you got the hub, and then the hub just like curves round, basically. It's a really weird way of doing it. We could probably simplify it a little bit, but we got this. We've got the main corridor here that goes off into the snail farm, and then also into the garbage dump, and then we've got the way to Undines as well, which I may need to edit these areas depending, so hopefully I can just like play around with this and it might end up slightly bigger, but not too bad. And then we can see about where all this goes, especially because of the river here, because that might need to curve around or go somewhere else. Like, possibly even go round here. Although it doesn't really need to. It's almost morning for me, says this is boy. It's morning for me here. It's like 11:30 in the morning. So we'll see how much room we've got here by copying and pasting the door mesh. Because I'm going to need to use the door mesh a couple of times. This is where it's going to be most apparent what I'm doing with the door mesh as well, because I'm going to have to copy it like 2 or 3 times. I think I'm maybe flipping parts of it. That's what it's supposed to look like at the moment. Hey Sky, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'll show you a little bit of this, but without spoilers, obviously. And without spoilers, I mean without textures. So we come through here, right? And then we go all the way out into the marsh. And I really like the marsh, like, with all the meshes in, it's better. But this is just like the basic version. And it looks so nice, and it actually runs better as well. I'll go over a little bit of the optimization stuff in a little bit and tell you how I did that. But the coolest thing here is actually another little reference. I'm using Dark Souls textures for the grass here, which is all good. But yeah, I had to change up the marsh design a little bit. I simplified it. It doesn't have the water on, well, the waterfall on the edge here, and that's just because what I feel like doing is putting in like either some small rock formation to go around here as decoration, or just have it so there's like a hole in the floor so the water goes through there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this area is going to lead round. It's going to come all the way around here and curve up, I think. And then we go upwards with Undyne's Wacky Chase. And then that's going to curve up and end up back here. 5 in the morning. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, guys. It's the only time I could do this at the moment, at least, and I wanted to get some stuff done, so... So yeah, I'm good. Last night was rough. Last night was rough for me because, have you ever had one of those nights? You probably have. Have you ever had one of those nights where you just wake up constantly for seemingly no reason? So it's like, you'll be just chilling, and you'll be like, right, I'm going to bed, and then you go to sleep, and then for no reason whatsoever, you wake up like 2 hours or an hour later, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you go back to bed, and then the same thing happens over and over and over again. Well, that happened to me, so I'm rested, because I kept going back to sleep. There are occasions where I can't go back to sleep, but last night I managed to actually get back to sleep, but I kept on having repeated wake-ups for seemingly like no reason. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that. At least you know I was here, Sesame. Yeah. Also Moss. So yeah, those nights, man. They're so annoying. I'm going to be doing more Undertale Yellow later on. Last night was a bit frustrating on it, because I had a time limit, which was to get up today. And then, of course, that seems to have messed up. But yeah, this is going really good at the moment in terms of being able to get the marsh done and out of the way. And then we're just connecting everything else up. Been up all night writing, says Sammy. Ooh. The good thing about this, and I think I haven't explained it to people, is the whole deal with these door meshes. Like, I know they're overused. I know that. But it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. The thing is, with the way the door meshes are, it allows me to disguise the floor and the holes in the walls and everything. It's a very neat little trick where we don't actually join up all of the mesh together, otherwise we'd have issues with the way that quads are and everything. The topology would just be really weird. So the idea is to try and keep the topology consistent by disguising the seams in the level with the doorways. That way it's a little bit easier for me to manipulate things. But yeah, this is the Undertale Yellow soundtrack in the background. I don't know how loud it is or whatever, and we're probably at some point going to get YouTube putting adverts on it, which is going to be annoying, because I'm sat here listening and then all of a sudden I'm going to get like an advert for some crazy thing. So hopefully that won't happen too much. Oh. Okay. Yeah, as usual, happy to see everyone back in chat and happy to be making progress, you know, because that's the main thing. had a feeling that was the reason cave games always look out of place. I mean, it's like, it's not all the time like that. They might do something different in certain games, but like, the easiest way to describe it is just like, by having a mesh like this, I can split up the rest of the mesh super easy. So like, for instance, the marsh room here is clearly separate from the main corridor here. And the only thing that's really a constant throughout it is the joining sections, which I just use a little bit. Most of the time. Yeah, most of the time. But definitely, especially if you're not running into issues with having everything basically be self-sealed or self-contained, then it's a lot easier. You'd do something like this if it was, say, in an Unreal Engine game, because Unreal Engine handles stuff like that. When you come from older games to developing stuff in like Unreal or whatever, it was an interesting experience, because back in like 2004 or something, I used to develop a lot on the Halo engine, the Halo 1 engine. I mentioned it a bunch of times, but basically that thing is like very archaic and uses literal command prompt to be able to do things like render shadows and things in levels. And it's pretty crazy. But like, when you go to Unreal, immediately, Unreal is a massive step up, and I'll tell you why. Because like, the difference going from Halo, where everything had to be self-contained, and what that means is everything had to be connected. The way that it calculated stuff, every single room had to be connected to the other, and then if you wanted it like to be a giant level, it would have to be split into sections that would be loaded independently, so they'd have to do some kind of trickery, like having a corridor go in between, so that it camouflaged it. But generally speaking, what would happen is all the meshes would have to be connected to each other, so you couldn't do something like this that's on screen at the moment. They all had to be welded to each other, so it was pretty crazy. Sammy says, my cat wanted to say hi. Hello! But yeah, going from Halo to Unreal, Unreal's main thing when you first experience it is you don't have to connect everything. Everything can literally just be like Lego blocks. You just slap them on top of each other, put them wherever you want, and it's fine. So yeah. Could you turn up your volume? I can do. Or I can turn yellows down. Hang on. Let's try. Is that okay? No, I meant Sammy. Oh, I get you. I got confused there. But yeah, basically just developing in Unreal is a lot better for that kind of thing, because the meshes didn't need to all be connected to each other, so you could just like slap meshes through each other and none of it really had to make sense. Oh, goddammit, here we go. This is what I get for having the OST on with adverts on in the background. You'll hear that occasionally. There'll just be like some random advert for a movie or, you know, like random products, and it's so annoying. I actually need to get some sort of like ad block on here. I mentioned it before, and Lucky gave me a way of getting around it, but I've just not applied it yet, so yeah, you'll hear a load of random crap in the background as a result. But yeah, this is going pretty nicely at the moment, and I'm enjoying it, because the most stressful part at the moment has been the marsh, and then I need to find out again what to do for Undyne's section, of which I'm supposed to be trying to complete yellow. So what I might do is do a bit of this and then a bit of yellow, so today can be a bit of progress on each of them, because apparently yellow is going to impact things heavily by the end of it, so I really need to figure out what memes was on about when they said about Waterfall being impacted. but I do want to at least get a couple of these rooms simplified and turned into like box versions so I can populate them later on. Because that's another thing that I like doing. And I need to remember. Still debating on the pathways. It's not so much that. Like, for instance, I can show you what the Minecraft team have come up with. And I'm going to kind of do something similar because I already worked that out a while ago. It's more just Undyne's bit, the second chase sequence, but I think I've got an idea for it now. Just not do the drop as drastic if I wanted to keep it the same. I'll have to keep on looking around for ideas, but essentially with the Minecraft team's map, what they have is a similar thing to what I came up with ages ago on stream. If I just Minecraft map. I just take this here for a moment. This is going to look really messy because it's just their concept art. And by concept art, I mean their way of figuring out the map. So what they've done here is they've photoshopped the Waterfall map, right? But where we can see the marsh here, the marsh comes out, leads into Onion Sands bit, and then the hub. Which, okay. And then the hub curves round and goes past the bit with the castle here, which I'm assuming is it looks like a dead end, which is pretty strange. Don't know why they're using this sort of map. Maybe because it's got the extra details in here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there. But then there's the giant chase, which leads over to the garbage dump over here. So I kind of get where they're going with it. It's just that version of it looks a little bit weird. I wonder if they're going to have Mo's team on here. I mean, it sounds stupid, but I hope they do, because I like Mo's team. But yeah, that's the only thing that I'm debating on at the moment. I also need to do Gerson's shop room here, so I need to give Gerson enough room that he can have at least a cave. Because that's going to be fun to have Frisk ask Gerson what's going on and why they're just staring at the Delta rune on the wall. And then have Gerson actually do his lines. So I'm going to need to find somebody to do Gerson. It's like a lot of the characters that I have planned now I actually have to get cast for, so that's going to be interesting. And the mystery character, so at least at some point, possibly this week, I'm going to have to jump into VR chat again and just ask people. Right, let's see here. Isn't this the fight with Dalv or Vlad? Might be, might not be. Think it is? Looks like it. Let's just move these verts here. It's gonna be interesting hearing all the soundtrack again up until the point where I've played. I like the Halloween inspiration here, all the spooky inspiration. You can tell where it is in the background. The idea here being to just push this in just a little bit so it allows me to do that. And then that whole room should be done, and down here. The idea is to have Onion Sands room come out and go this way, and then go up and round, so... Because then I can still have it curve around the way that I want. Because if it goes Onion Sand here, then Memory, then another part of Memory, then the walk with the castle to about here, so it ends up over in this area, and then Undyne's Chase. So yeah. So what I'm going to need to do here with this is have possibly the easiest way to do this is going to be having another corridor come out from this area here and go up and around, which will take a little while, but it won't be too bad. So what we'll do is we'll make this like a separate mesh in a moment.
At Curry's, we receive 40.
Oh my god, this is what I mean. That moment where I'm trying to skip all these annoying adverts. I wonder whether it's got all of the OST on as like one long video. Undertale Yellow OST. Somebody's gotta have done like the entire thing, right? Oh, there we go. Instead of individual videos, let's just do that, because I can't be dealing with stupid adverts in between for like computers and other things from like really crappy shops and other oddities. Okay, so what we'll do is, because we need Onion Sands area here, we'll have this sweep round. Do, 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 do. Absolutely love this. The thing is, I don't even need to properly show off where this goes. That's the best part. I can just have it turn like there, and then go like this, and then on the map that would then lead to Onion Sands bit, which we can then have somewhere else. I just need it to look like it goes that way. I can even do that here if we do this. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so if we do that, and then I keep going up there. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Do. Absolutely love the music for Undertale. It's so good. I mean, that's an obvious thing. Oh no 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 no! Oh, close to spoiling there by accident. Okay, so there we go, that goes up there and stops. So at least it gives the impression that it's going up towards Onion Sand. Either that or, yeah, it'd have to go up, because then we can go up and up and up and then end up in the garbage dump. Which will be somewhere around here anyway. That reminds me, I might need to get some more money together for Onion Sam. Because I did say I needed Onion Sam before I needed to commission, so there we go. If we do that for the moment, then that makes sense. And then I just need to do the hub here and make sure everything fits. Because what I can do is I can model the hub and the garbage dump and everything beyond here for another file, and then just get rid of the rest here, and then it'll save on frame rate and things. We love to cherish onion sand in this household, says Sammy. What I need to do here, I think, as well, is for the middle water here, I'm half tempted to have like a waterfall going into it or whatever, just to make it interesting. You know, that'd be pretty cool. Praise be to onion sand. What I need to do here is try and figure out the size of Undyne's house, because I know I have Undyne's house in another file, and I can just grab it. Okay, let me check for that now. Waterfall. Knock, says Sammy. Is it Moss? When I say who's there, is who's there gonna be Moss? There we go, Undyne's house outside. Doris? I'm not gonna answer that one because I don't know what's going on there. Oh dude, there's the meshes for stuff? Oh my god. So Doris lot, that's why I'm not. Oh god damn it. So there we go, there's I need to load this up and show you guys, and then away we go. Xenovina says, hello, are you new to the channel? Let's try Undyne. So I need to get outside Undyne's house. This is the old version. I need to at least find the unused stuff, and then we can go from there. So I need to go to my backup file here. The player characters around here. That motor, I've got to wait for it to load, but like, Undyne's house is really cool. Hello if you're new to the channel, by the way. Oh my god, it's taking forever to load because it needs to find all the source files. And then it's probably going to keep the player character as pink for the moment. Can't wait till this is all with Frisk. Here we go. So I really need to potentially redo the textures for Undyne's house. Now let's clean this up. External data, missing files. 100 years later to load. I know, right? It's because what it's doing is it's searching through my entire file directory for the textures. I shouldn't have clicked load again there, because now it's taking forever. But yeah, this is the old version of Undyne's house that I need to redo, but if I can get the scale for Undyne's house from this, then we're good. And then I can just apply these touches to the new map. It is what it is. Yeah, true. So yeah, for anyone that's new to the channel, I'm literally making all of Undertale in 3D as a movie. The pacifist route, at least. That slightly features a stand-in for the player character, but then, like, Frisk is everywhere else. The last thing that I'm doing here at the moment is Waterfall, because I've done every other area. I'm going to be doing a big update, like, probably February or something, with, like, a new trailer and stuff. I don't want to definitively turn around and be like, yeah, new trailer in February, guys, but that's what I'm feeling at the moment. Show them the trailer. Oh no, we're gonna have memes coming in and being like, no. I really wish I'd found the Vroid file instead of searching my entire directory here. I suppose we can show the trailer while I'm waiting on the file to load here. Memes is gonna be like, wait, what? Where's the trailer? I need to actually just record the trailer and have it on hand here. Can't wait till I get the new trailer cut done as well. Just need to avoid the loading here. That moment where Blender's literally like going through hundreds of files in the background in the meantime trying to find this thing. Do it in Magic. Thing is, I can't wait to have this area be done in the new version that I've got. With all the nice realistic textures and everything. Or slightly more realistic. Because Undyne's house was already a pretty cool area that I ended up like relighting and everything in this version. When you eventually get to see it with the player character not screwed up. But yeah, it's going to be cool having the trailer done properly again. With everything. Oh, there we go. Trailer's ready. Just give me a sec. Memes is going to hate me for this because of how many times I've had this on. So what we'll do is just throw that over here. This one is that one? When is Pope Undyne? Wait, what? Yeah, I may have Pope Undyne as a little joke thing in like Alphys's lab. I said were. Oh, it totally messed up on YouTube because of the little heart thing. So yeah, we had a laugh drawing for one of the updates, having Undyne drawn as the Pope. And then we ended up adding Bishop Sands and Spanish Inquisition Papyrus. And then Sexy Nun Metaton as well. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's more or less like its own religious version of Undertale at the moment. So yeah. So I'm going to just drop those off for the moment. And then we'll grab the trailer here and away we go. I just need to make sure this is literally the right window. There we go. Okay, here we go. Get ready. Ooh. Right. Enjoy.
私の友人手放せない私たちのハッピーエンドまで最大の課題先にあります世界の運命は異なります優しさを求める彼らの心を許して満たしてください力の中に恥がありますあなたの心に従ってください枯らせないで殺されないで大丈夫最近の変化はありますかあくまでさえ戦略があな
So yeah, that was a couple of months ago, actually. Oh, 6 months ago. So yeah, it's going to be fun to have the more updated version of that. Now do it again, but with Mecha. But yeah, it's going to be fun to have that done. And oh my god, Blender. Right, let's just like close Blender down. Blender's just like, no, I'm not having any of this. We'll close Blender down and reopen it. Let's just go from here, and then we'll just file, external data, find missing, and just go find the missing files here, which will easily find the extra bits in here for, you know, the level, and then I can just point it to the correct file instead of it going for ages to try and find the like couple of files that I need for the player character. And then we can look around here and I can actually get Undyne's house out of this level. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to remake the rug outside of Undyne's house that leads to the dummy there. The return of Jeff. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna at least save it there. Oh crap. So yeah, we got this thing going on with this area where I tried to make it a little bit dark. You can see what I was doing with the roof there a little bit. And then we've got all these like little reeds and stuff growing out of Undyne's front garden, which I need to do. And the carpet's super easy to do actually, just throwing on like textures for that, so it's not too bad. And there's the dummy. Of which I hope I can use that version of dummy as a 3D model for animating the fight sequence. There's Papyrus looking all really crazy with the lighting. I actually need to edit the lighting in here, but it's looking pretty nice. What I need to do, someone was asking about it the other day, about how we would do the lighting better in darker areas, and I think I need to do like this, which is basically just backlighting everything. It's the only way that I'm going to get darker areas to look good, so it's just a case of spending a lot of time backlighting everything. Fun times. Because I think Papyrus is backlit here. Hang on. So many lights in this. Yeah, Papyrus is backlit with a bunch of other lights behind him just to kind of make him look a little bit better. It's the same with everything else. Everything else has like a couple of lights here and there just to give it a bit more mood. And then there's the player. Let's try external data, find missing. Give him a high five. I'll play the animation that appears in this area for the moment. Hang on. I just need to... There it was. Finding the textures for the player character. Oh. Now the question is, does the... Oh, it doesn't pan around. So that was the player character basically being like, I don't think she's gonna like this Papyrus, just turning up on a doorstep. And then we got Papyrus waving, if I remember rightly. Yeah, there we go. You can see him like slowly waving there, but I need to do it. I need to do it where he's more excited. I'm gonna have him like violently waving and then just like beckoning the Frisk over. Because the player character is going to be replaced like 99.9% of the time with Frisk. It's like the only reason I started using the player character at the beginning is primarily because I just didn't have a good Frisk model to animate. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's a crazy version of Undyne's house by the looks of it, but it does work. I just need to take out the rest of the mesh here, so let's do that. We'll deconstruct this scene. I love the way there's like a billion point lights here as well. And dummy, and we'll go from dummy down and just delete everything. Sammy says, like how I was. Yeah, I need to make, and when I make this bit again, like, having Papyrus be, like, really over-exaggerated, I feel is really going to sell it. So, you know, basically Papyrus has got to be that little kid that's always excited all the time. I feel like kind of getting that energy into his animation will help a lot. You know, so Papyrus is that, like, sort of sweet, innocent character, so we've got to have him almost like an excited little kid all the time. No, I feel like that's going to work in our favor for giving him a little bit more flair and making him come to life a little bit better than the versions that I've got at the moment. Just trying to isolate Undyne's house here. You think Undyne got a house custom built? Potentially, because of how it looks. You know. Perhaps it's literally me around all my friends, Sammy. I have the perfect casting choice for a kid's voice. What about a monotone 40-year-old guy? Wait, what? Let's make Undyne's house a little bit more... Oh, I forgot. I'm messing with you. I didn't even get that bit. That's why I was like, wait, what? I was just like, hello? Pretty sure you'd want the opposite. Yeah! Okay, there we go. Now the question is, when I isolate this mesh, does it have door files that, like, I can open? If I go to... Yeah, it looks like it does. Oh, I see. They've got a mesh swap for when it's on fire. Okay. What about the doors opening and closing? We got... Aha! Okay, so I can do, like, a fake interior for that? Wait, why is that in the background? Oh, is that for the other one? Hang on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Nom, 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 nom. I wonder, what about the other version? Can I, like... There's gotta be some way of hiding the other version of this. You know, when it's not in use. What about that? Ah, there we go. Wait, no, that's just not selected. I might have to delete the other version of the house. Question is, how the heck do I do that? Because it looks like there are two meshes. So the house is like an open mouth, right? Yeah. That's just the front door opens like that, and then you walk in. Question is, what about the interior here? I'm playing around too much with this mesh. I am mesmerized by it because it's funny actually trying to figure out, you know, everything to do with the mesh when it's not even yours. You know. Let's try... No, if I try optimizing it like that, it's not going to work. What's going to happen is I'm going to screw up somebody else's mesh and then not be able to fix it, so it's better only making changes that I know I can fix. Let's try that. The baby, yeah, you can hear the baby in the background downstairs. She chilling out downstairs. You can probably hear her mum as well. I need to figure out where... Oh. These parts of the mesh are so I can delete them. She doesn't sound so chill. Jen! Jen? Chat says hi. Also, the baby doesn't sound chill, apparently. She's just happily screaming her head off. Guess what I can do? Scream! Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's still... Hang on, where's... Okay, so it's just the eyes now, right? Trying to figure out how these areas have been replaced. Is there no, like... Is there no burn? Ah, there we go. And if I delete that... And then go to... Okay, wait, no? What is that? I did some weird stuff there. Maybe she's trying to audition. Potentially. She has the biggest smile right now. I'm not surprised. Well, let's merge by distance here. Try that and see whether that works. Wait, what the... Hang on, did that get rid of the shape key? Yeah, it did. Ah, this mesh, man. Like, trying to make it look better when it's not yours is awkward. He says as the baby's like, ah! Right, let's try 80. That bit of the mesh there is going to get seen, and that's annoying. Like, what's annoying here, more than anything else, is because it isn't my mesh, I can't really do much about it. Put googly eyes on the house. Maybe what I need to do here. I've had another idea of cleaning up this mesh. The way that it's been made, it's pretty messy. That's an understatement, like a massive understatement. What I need to do here is copy the door one if I can. But for the base mesh, I need to try and isolate just the door on its own. And just separate that. They're not separating then? Oh, that's annoying. I have a plan for you. Put sunglasses on it. That would be funny. Undyne's house with sunglasses on. I don't know why it's being a pain here. I wonder whether I can select that by material. So if I go like select... Ah, there we go. Then separate? Does that keep that? Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm good. I'm good now. I can just hopefully join that. Okay, that's one mesh now. Now I can try and fix all these problems that the mesh has. And get rid of the front door map for the moment, because we don't need that. Do it for the memes! Do it at some point, just, I just realised Undyne's house has the, these bits in front of it, but I don't even know what they are. I'll probably delete those at some point, but the idea is to try and sort this out if I can. This is literally just going to be the last part of the stream here, is just sorting out Undyne's house and how much of a mess it is, because whoever modelled it was a bit crazy when it comes to modelling it. Now that looks crap because of me having to weld everything together. For the blooper reel, put shades on it. I mean, I can do. So let's try... Let's do quads and see how many quads we get out of it. Not too many. That's bad. Whoever's modelled this clearly just wanted the shapes easily and didn't think too much about it. I might have to redo all of Undyne's house myself. Ah, it's a pain. Let's try geometry data, clear split normals. Right, so at least we get something back from here. Right. And then we have the mesh surface be like, what, 30? Primarily, the one thing that's an issue is the fin bits here at the side, and then the door frame, like, it's not done well. Like, let's have a look at the wireframe. And what they've done is, they've done the sphere, and you can even see the texturing is messed up at the top here. It's been messed up during development, and then for other areas, instead of doing, like, the easiest things, they've tried to make it 3D, and they've just gone and done, which something I said the other day, which you don't do, is they've put triangles everywhere. They've just, like, got the shape, made tries everywhere. These windows are terrible because the eyebrow is... Oh god, that's terrible. Like, not even exaggerating, that's super bad. And the amount of polygons used for the tail here as well. It's just not needed. Like, with the tail here, if I separate that, I could probably decimate it and get a lower polygon tail out of that. Hey, there's Mo's theme. So if I separate that and go selection, separate. I know why they've done it. They'll have done it to make it super smooth and look all nice, but it's not good. Really not good. So we go 80 there to try and solve that issue. Then we throw a decimate on it. And then I'll try unsub. Dude, 13,000 polys. Your computer isn't melting yet after all. It needs a couple more million. I mean, we could do for a laugh. But yeah, 13,000 polys for just the tail alone. If I can bring that down to a reasonable amount here, that doesn't look too bad. The problem now is the way that they've modeled it. Like, you can see here, it goes into tries, and because it's trying to turn everything into quads, we're getting some really weird geometry. It's messed up, man. That's just totally messed up. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Like, it's gonna be awkward putting it into that, like, sort of thing at the end. Can I just, like, see if anyone's got Undyne's house here on, like, Sketchfab or whatever and borrow that? Let's just type in Undyne on Sketchfab. Oh, there's a house. And there's another version of a house in 3D. Can I, like, get one of those and see what that's like? I swear the version that... Oh no, the version that I'm looking at is kind of like this one, but... Oh, you can down... Triangles, 194,000. What? Vertices, 94,000. Why is it that many? What about this one that just looks way more badass but low poly? I'm gonna have to. Oh, I see. That's how they've done it. Okay. I'm gonna have to actually do Undyne's house myself because that is. It's not acceptable. It's ugly. So you'll have to Undyne to read that. Yeah. So you are now part of my morning, Dave. First day back at school, says Sammy. Oh, thank you. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to look for inspiration, and one bit of inspiration now is where we are at Sketchfab. Where is it? That one? This one might be okay if I open that. So this is one on Sketchfab. It's a 3D model website that you can use. This is going to be one by Sarah Jabby, or JB, I think. This one is literally just 3,000 polys. 5,000 tries. That's not bad. And the way that that's done is using planes by the look at it here. It's a lot more simplified than the other stuff, apart from the edges here, which still look nice. And then the tail looks pretty cool. I'm going to just study that and then use that to base mine off. Because that other one, it was okay for when I was doing like the early versions, but not this. Not this. You know, so. But that's the on fire one, but I do like the way that they've solved the tail here. That's reused from that, I believe. Let's just check the vertice, well, the wireframe here. Yeah, so they've done that low poly. And the tail here is done by extruding outwards and then giving it slight beveled edge. Yeah, that's going to be easier to look at in terms of like how it's done. Even the top is better because the top is done in quads rather than a sphere. Because normally you'd have people just cutting a sphere in half and then there you go. But they've even done it like trying to join the tail onto the back though, which is actually really nicely done. So let's see, I don't think they've even really taken a cylinder for that by the looks of it. It looks like they've kind of tried to, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 sides. And then tried to join it on at the back there. Admittedly, they could have relaxed the polygons there, and then they've got a try there at the back, or a couple of them, but at least they're out of sight. The only problem there is they've tried to join it there with tries instead of just simply slapping it in and disguising it the easy way. No post-processing. In terms of the other thing there, the scales, that's going to be a normal map, isn't it? If I try... Yeah, it's a normal map over the top of it. Oh wow, nice, says Sky. Yeah, this is good. I like this model. In the words of Raph from TMNT, oh, does that make sense if you have the brain of an avocado? So yeah, this is a really good one. Opacity, alpha masking for the fire, yeah, that makes sense. Matte cap and surface, that just combines the normal maps with the actual model itself, but normally just viewing as a matte cap is nice because it shows you how smooth it is. So yeah, that's going to be the way to go for me, but even with like the back here, I might make that slightly 3D rather than have it be a plane. Because that we could probably do with a little bit more detail. Very similar to the sides, but because I know how they've done this now, that's not going to be too bad. That's crazy though, the other one is just like so goofed. So that's yet another thing I'm going to have to rebuild by hand. I did kind of like the cartoony eyes of the other ones, this guy. Yeah, the thing is, it's like, the cartoony eyes for this one makes sense with the context. Well, rather, not so much the context, but the way that it is. Because Undyne's house normally looks like this before it's set on fire. So what we're going to have to do is 2 versions of it. Like, one with the Nike ticks for eyebrows. And then the other one, which is after it's been set on fire, where it ends up looking a little bit less aggressive. But hopefully, it won't look too bad. This is like a very basic version that somebody would do for like one of the first models or something, where they'd be like, okay, I want to model this, it looks kind of hard, I can just throw it together like this. Even here, let's try and see if they've done this as quads. Try to see how they would have done this, because it just looks like they've thrown it together. Like, I don't want to be offending whoever did this, because I think it's like Source Filmmaker or MMD, but they've clearly just decided, okay, I'll try and get the shapes, and they've taken the easiest route to do that, and as a result, it looks like a mess when you take all the smoothing and everything else off and take it back, or try and take it back to its base form, which is not good, of course. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some food and stuff and call it there for the time being, and then I'll try doing Undyne's house later on. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed and learned a little bit, and I shall see you next time. So until then, bye!